And now we're back with everybody's favorite winners and losers. So, Dan, I'm going to go to you first. Who's your loser?
One person that Jared didn't talk about is Major Nancy Evans. She's my loser this week. Much of the investigation and the inquest this week is focused on her. She was in charge of the jail. The prosecutors pointed out that her testimony disagrees with her captain, and that the discussion about what happened to the videotape for the first several days that Terrell Thomas was in jail is missing, and the reasons for that. And she's given two explanations. And it's not like this is any major surprise, because she's had problems in the past. Back in 2012, she came under investigation, and actually she lost her title as major and was moved back to captain for giving a no-bid contract to her boyfriend, a contract to strip some walls and redo some chairs and so forth. And he didn't actually do the work, or much of the work. It was very poorly done, and the internal investigation suggested something should be done about it. And instead, there was a temporary suspension with pay, and then she was Sheriff Clark put her back in her position, and then promoted her and put her in charge of the jail.
Why isn't there tape of
the first part of the tape? That's not exactly clear as to why there isn't.
Okay.
And the discussion is about whether Captain Gold told her about this and let her know that there was a problem or not with the tape. But yeah, it's the first 3 days of the tape that's missing. So, and then my winner.
What about your winners?
My winners, the rich and the powerful. This is Donald Trump's tax plan benefits companies. Their rate drops from, was it 35 to 15%?
I think it's 39 to 35.
And I think for the wealthiest, it drops from 39 to 35%. Okay. So major cuts for both of those two.
But again, the tax plan on a piece of paper.
Well, what we don't know
is actually not the actual tax.
The tax rates 35, 25, and then 10 or 15. But we don't know the income levels for each of those, and that's what's going to be debated in the future.
What about you? Who's your loser?
Well, poor Michael Flynn. Remember him? He was the National Security Advisor.
Briefly.
Trump's first one. It was brief. He's in a lot of trouble, it sounds like.
He got a lot of attention during the campaign, though.
He did. He was the one, the former general, retired general, who was leading a chant of Hillary, lock her up. House Intelligence Committee leaders announced that it was likely he violated federal law by failing to fully disclose his business dealings with Russia. And now it looks like the Defense Department's Inspector General is looking into the situation. I don't know. I don't want to have an Inspector General and a House committee looking into actions that I took. So I think it's, a very bad week for the former general.
And what's not clear is why the Trump administration and the White House doesn't seem to be cooperating with the investigations.
Didn't they kind of distance themselves from him this week?
Yes, they did, and those investigations continue, and I believe it is the cloud that hangs over the Trump administration for the foreseeable future. It's there, it's sort of ever present. We go on to other things, but then, boom, right back to Russia.
What about your winners?
Well, winner Sheldon and Marianne Lubar, noted Milwaukee philanthropists. They gave $5.5 million to Marquette University for a public policy research center. They have given tens of millions of dollars over the years. I have to read the list. UW-Milwaukee, UW-Madison, Alverno College, the medical
buildings named after them all over
the Medical
city.
College of Wisconsin, and the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design. And whatever you think of Mr. Lubar's political leanings, and he can vary, but he does impose himself. He has given tens of millions of dollars, and
primarily for higher education.
Yes,
I mean that's been his focus.
Yeah, and to be honest, the community really needs more people like that who give back to the community.